Greetings, everybody. It's Eric from Powerline International. Hope you've had a really brilliant day. In this video, I'm just going to show you how MLM fails for 95%. 95% of people who do it. It always has, it always will. Now that's a fact. It doesn't depend on the company or it doesn't depend on the products. It's just a problem, but we have the solution. Let's find out why it fails. Here are some typical MLM systems. System A, that's the simplest. It's you go out and get 2 distributors. System B, you're going out to get 3 distributors. Now in System C, to get maximum income on this particular company, you're going out to get 4. And with System D, you're going out to get 5. I've just given you some examples of typical MLM systems, but all of them fail, and they fail for about 95% of the people who use them. Let's start with the simplest system and try and discover why it fails. So, okay, let's have you're in blue and you're going out to get 2 distributors. So you join a company, you join a system, you buy product, and your job is to find 2 others that do the same. Now, when I say you buy product, generally you're buying product every month. So just keep that in mind. Your job is to find 2 distributors. Whose job? It's your job. You have to go and do it. Nobody else. You've got to do it. Now, you've probably got a main job at the same time as well. So that causes a problem. It's going to give you a lack of time. If you're working in a full-time job, then you've only got a little bit of time for doing the MLM business. Now, there will be a need to learn about the company. You need to learn about the company and you need to learn about the products. Plus, you need to know about the compensation plan as well. Learning takes time. There is no shortcut on that. And that is where the failure begins. On average, it's going to take people 3 or 4 months to learn how the system. That's if they're doing it part-time. Okay, let's look at what happens. You go out and find 2 distributors, but you're not going to be able to do that for 3 or 4 months because you have to learn first. And then let's see what A does. So you've gone and found A and you've gone and found B, and they're now on the system. A's got to do exactly the same. So he goes out and finds 2 distributors, C and D. B's got to do the same. But B, in this example, B is a bit pushed for time. So he hasn't got enough time to do it. So he finds 1. Okay, we'll carry on. C does a similar sort of thing. It's his job to find 2 distributors. But again, because he's pushed for time, he finds 1. D is no time whatsoever. He doesn't find any. E finds 1. Okay, let's look at what's happened over a year. You've got 7 in your group after a year. Will you make any money from that? Now, in reality, all are really customers trying to be distributors. They have to come on as a customer and then they learn how to be a distributor. And that's what takes the time. It takes time to learn. In this example, B has no time. And that's the same with E, C, and D. After a year, how many active people are there? Probably 2, F and G, I would suggest. So, will you make any money? With 7 people, no chance. Now, to be honest with yourself. If you have 7 in your group after a year, what will you do? Will you quit? And what about B? There's little activity under B. D will certainly quit. There's no activity at all there. And what about F and G? Well, F and G, it's early days. But getting back to the question, will you quit? Now, it's the lack of expansion within your group that causes people to quit. And that's caused by the time it takes to learn. Now, it's not your fault. Everybody needs time to learn. We all need time to learn. We're all busy people. The fact is, it does take time to learn. And for most people, MLM is just a part-time business. That's how it's promoted. That's why it takes 3 to 4 months to learn the basics. Now, if people can't see expansion in the group, they're going to quit. And that leads to 95% failure rate. Always has and always will be. This example is for the simplest MLM system. Can you imagine what it would be like if you had to get 6? Okay, so that's the downside, but don't despair. I have a solution. Now, the theory is great. So that's the perfect system. In practice, it's flawed for the reason I've just outlined. There's 2 more problems I want to highlight. That's before I give you the solution. Now, distributors, you can classify distributors as strong, weak, or very weak. That's in terms of MLM business. I don't mean in any other sense. I mean in terms of MLM business. So if we look at the diagram, the blue, which is you, and A, I would consider strong. Others are weak or very weak. D is an example of a very weak distributor. It just means he has to take longer to get to grips with it. In MLM, you get no expansion under a very weak distributor. It's impossible. So D is going to turn out to be a dead end. It's not going to go any further. B, C, E, they're weak. You might get a little expansion, but in reality, with weak or very weak, they'll get left behind. That's the fact. Now, weak and very weak distributors will get left behind. But our solution, it covers this also. So it's not a problem on our solution. There's another question. Just one more. It's a question of pay levels. Many MLM companies only pay down to 7 levels. Now, in our example, if F and G are strong, it'll take you down to level 6 because they expand further. Then when you get to level 6, there'll be a few there who will take it down to level 7 and beyond. Remember, level 8 onwards is your no pay zone. Our solution also covers that. We know that 50% of people quit within 3 to 4 months. That we know. 75% quit 6 to 8 months, and eventually 95%. That's because of little or no expansion. Now, how about this for a solution? How about if we do most of the work so that you can see some expansion while you learn? That's the key. You want to be able to see something happening while you're learning. How about we work for 6 months for you and it's for free? That's what we do. If you're a customer of Powerline, you get the expansion, lots of it. You have time to learn stress-free. We provide an easy-to-use training system. The weak and the very weak, they're not left behind. And you're not limited to a few levels either. We've taken away the problems and giving you 100% chance to succeed instead of the 5% in MLM. Here's how it works. Just look at the system, just to give yourself a quick idea. With our system, it's a Powerline system. You start, you're in blue, you start. Now, while you're learning, we'll put, say, in this example, we're going to put 3 people on. A, B, and C. Nothing to do with you, we've put them on. Now, A, in the example, he's put 3 people on. So he's put on D, E, and F. That's because he's chasing a bonus. In this example, it's the 5,000 customer bonus that we've got. B, he's also chasing the bonus. So he's putting on a couple of people, G and H. Now, in turn, C, D, E, F, G, and H, they're going to be chasing the bonus as well. So what are they going to do? They're going to put people on as well. They're going to put on other customers on. So what's happening to the line? I think you can see it's expanding. And that's even before you've started. Just imagine this. Just imagine one line. It's expanding around the world. This is Powerline. That's how it works. You can secure your position and profit share from everybody that joins after you. That's how Powerline works. As we expand the line, you're going to profit share from everybody that goes into it. That's if you're in it. There's my telephone number. You can send me a text and I can give you more help. Or better still, join our training channel. It's a Telegram group. There's the link. It's all on the first document. When you can get into that group, it's on the first document. All your trainings from there. You click the pictures, click the links below this video, and get yourself onto the training channel. That's easy. And then when you get there, have a look at the first document. On the first document, you'll see a document such as this. That's your training. Any picture is clickable. That will get you through to the main site. That will get you through to a training video. The video we're talking about now is this one. What you need to do is you need to look at this video and look at this. And then we're going to apply it to a particular company where we're going to make some money. So we're going to apply the techniques to a company, and I'm going to show you how to get 3,000 within 14 days. So if you like 3,000 within 14 days, join us on the Telegram group, and then you can get more.